Hello viewers, today is 29 September, World Heart Day, and we have Dr. Sudhir, Senior Consultant Neurologist, Apollo Hospital. Over to you, Doctor.
Yeah, thank you. So right now to celebrate this World Heart Day, what we thought is that we would discuss few risk factors, what causes heart diseases and how a normal person or how a healthy person can prevent heart diseases and what all one can do in terms of diet, exercise and other activities to minimize the risk of heart diseases. And for that, I have with me Mrs. Anuradha Chaudhary. She is a well-known fitness and wellness expert based out of Kolkata. And then, to start the discussion, I hand over the proceedings to Anuradha. So please go ahead, Anu.
Doctor, my first question is, why there is a need to celebrate World Heart Day?
That's a very important question. Like we have so many different days, for to celebrate various days. So why do we have a date for, heart day? So heart diseases are very, they're very common, unfortunately, because heart diseases are almost the number one killer in India as well as in the world. And if something is so lethal that it can kill so many people, why not have a day, dedicated to heart day so that people can be aware of heart diseases and then take precautions to prevent them. And that is why we celebrate this World Heart Day on September 29th.
Okay, Doctor, could you tell us briefly about how common heart disease is?
Heart diseases are very common and they are the commonest cause of death and disability in the world. And if you look at the two most common conditions which come under this cardiovascular diseases, one is the heart attack, which occurs due to blockage of coronary arteries leading to chest pain and breathing difficulty and even death. And second one is brain stroke, where the blood supply to brain can be reduced, and that can lead to paralysis, which is again a major cause of disability and death. In US alone, every 36 seconds, one person dies due to heart attack, and all over the world, almost millions of people die every year because of heart attack. So it is indeed a common. And if you look at the out of every 4 deaths in this world and in India, one death happens because of heart diseases.
Okay, is there a difference in the way heart disease affects Indian as compared to the West?
Yes, again, that's a very important question. If you look at the main difference among Indians and the Western population is the age of onset. So our patients in India who get heart diseases, they are almost a decade younger. So in the West, heart disease and stroke, they occur in the age group of, let's say, 60s or 70s. Whereas in our country, we see many people who are in 50s, and now we see younger people, even in 30s and 40s, who are apparently healthy, but they get heart attacks. Now, when I try to look at the reasons why this could be. So one thing is that in our lifestyle, we consume diet which is rich in salt. Many of our youngsters, they have, gone into jobs which are extending to 10 to 12 hours. So less time for physical activity. They are now couch potatoes, sitting on the chairs, working throughout the day. And then, eating out habit has also increased in the last few years. And that food may be, rich in oil or, diet which is unhealthy. So various factors could have contributed to this rise in heart diseases in younger population in India.
Okay, Doctor, how can one minimize the risk of heart disease?
And that is the most important point, as we know, because prevention is better than cure. So we have to nip the disease before the disease affects a person. And to understand this heart disease, we have to know the common risk factors, what leads to them. So the commonest risk factors which cause heart disease in a person are high blood pressure, high blood sugar, high cholesterol, obesity, smoking, alcohol, and sedentary lifestyle. So the most three important diseases are hypertension, diabetes, and high cholesterol. And these things can be monitored. So a person should undergo regular BP checkups, sugar checkups, and cholesterol checkups, say every 6 months or at least once in a year. And if they are found to be high, then of course the first method is to go for diet, control, exercise. And if that is not adequate, then they have to consult a doctor and start medications. We have good medications to take care of BP, sugar, and cholesterol, and one should not feel shy of taking them if they are not controlled by diet and exercise. And as per the doctor's advice, they should not self-medicate. Now, I think, and in this, I would also like to take help of Anuradha, who's a fitness and wellness expert, because as I mentioned that diet plays an important role in preventing heart diseases. So Anu, I would like to know from you, what are the diets which one should take and what are the diets one should avoid in order to minimize the risk of heart diseases?
Yes, doctor. Definitely eating healthy diet can help reduce the risk of heart disease and stroke. I have divided it into two parts: food that we should eat and food that we should not eat. First, come to the part food that we should eat. First is eat healthy fats, that is unsaturated fats. Choose monosaturated fats for cooking like olive oil. Polysaturated fatty acids like omega-3 and omega-6 are also good choices. These are found in nuts, seeds, and fishes. Second is whole grain. Whole grain contain high fiber and complex carbohydrate, again a good option for heart. Third is eat plenty of fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables have high fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Again, it's good for heart. Fourth is low fat dairy. Toned milk, low fat yogurt, etc. can be used as compared to full cream fatty milk or butter. Fifth is protein rich food. Fish, lean meat, skinless poultry, eggs, nuts, seeds, beans, and legumes should be consumed in everyday diet.
So I think you have covered a very important topic because diet is integral part of us. You know, that is something we all consume 2 or 3 times in a day, and it helps us for us to know, what are the foods we have to eat and what to avoid. And another thing very closely linked to food habits is obesity, which has become like a major pandemic in India and the West. The prevalence of obesity and overweight is increasing. So Anu, from you, I would like to know, how do you define obesity? How do you call a person obese or overweight?
Doctor, a person or an adult is obese if BMI is greater than 30 kg per meter square. And if his or her BMI is between 25 to 30, he or she is overweight.
Okay, now, so I think once we know who is obese, there also must be measures to reduce obesity. And there's nothing better than diet and exercise. And there's no one better than you to guide us, guide people how to reduce obesity in a healthy manner.
Actually, in a healthy manner, we can reduce weight by active lifestyle. We should opt active lifestyle, use staircase instead of lift, walk more, use bicycle. Second is diet, means eating healthy diet, and reduce calorie intake by 1000 kilocal in a day. And last one is exercise, all aerobics exercise like walking, cycling, running, swimming, along with weight training and stretching.
So I think from Anu's reply, viewers, you must have realized that weight loss is not a one-night game or one-day game or one-month game. There's no shortcut. We have to follow this healthy lifestyle of diet control and exercise on a regular basis for several weeks to months. And many patients come to me saying, "Doctor, I want to lose weight overnight." There is a scheme where I pay 1,000 rupees to lose 1 kg weight and 5,000 rupees or 5 kg. So viewers, please don't fall into those traps. They are unhealthy and they can be risky. And also I know that there are medications which can be given to reduce weight. There are bariatric surgeries which can be done, but they are not for everybody. They are for extreme obesity where a person is not able to manage weight loss with the excellent methods advised by Anu. So be cautious about them. And then, going further now, it doesn't mean that diet control and exercise is required only for obese and overweight. There is a role of diet and exercise for healthy people, apparently healthy people, normal weight also. So Anu, can you please guide us, what healthy people should do in their daily lives in terms of, exercises, what can prevent heart diseases?
Yes, doctor, always a person to keep our body healthy, we have to do exercises in a regular way. Exercises is a combination of 3 steps. First is the cardio exercise or aerobic exercise. That should be done 30 minutes every day, 5 times in a week. That is cardio exercise. All the aerobic exercise like cycling, running, walking, swimming, it should be done 30 minutes, 5 times in a day. Second is strength training, that is muscle training, very important again. We think that strength training is useless and it is for the bodybuilders. No, strength training helps us to tone our muscles. Again, if our muscles are toned, we will look lean and healthy. Third is stretching. Stretching makes our body flexible and free from injury. While doing exercise, we face some muscle injury or bone injury that can be easily avoided by stretching exercise. I will always suggest stretching to do after the workout.
That's excellent. So I think we have covered almost all the points in a relatively short period, which one can follow and keep their hearts healthy and fit and avoid heart diseases. And just to summarize, in the end, I would say first is heart diseases are common. It is not uncommon. It can attack you. It can attack me, anyone. So we all need to be cautious. And what we have to do is keep checking our blood pressure, blood sugar, blood cholesterol on a daily basis or on a regular basis. And if it is found to be high, take adequate measures. And then other things are diet control and exercise are for everyone. Those who are obese, very important for them. Those who are healthy, again important for them to continue exercising, maintain a healthy lifestyle, reduce salt intake, and not to forget this the menace of smoking and alcoholism. Smoking is dangerous. It increases the risk of heart disease by many fold. So there is no role for smoking. Anyone should not start smoking. Those who have started, quit smoking. Alcohol, I know that some people would quote some data saying that small amounts of alcohol is good. That is provided if you stick to that small amounts recommended. But I know people start with small amounts and then they keep on increasing. So heavy alcohol consumption is not good for heart or the brain. So one has to avoid. And in the end, I would say the role of stress and anxiety. Today, almost anyone I meet, they say, "Doctor, I'm stressed, I'm anxious." Why? The life is short. Avoid stresses, avoid anxiety, be happy. And I think with this, few words, I'm sure, with Anu's valuable inputs regarding diet, exercise, and, she's a fitness expert, as you can see, and then she has been guiding many and inspiring many to remain fit. And then, with the advice of doctors, I'm sure that all of you can maintain a healthy lifestyle and abolish this heart disease from our lives, or at least reduce it. With these few words, I thank all of you for, listening to this show, and, we'll be happy to receive your feedbacks and comments or whatever. And then very soon we'll be back with something similar, something useful on some other aspect of health. Till then, goodbye from us. Thank you.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you, doctor.